Hey there, wildlife enthusiasts and conservation champions. Today, we're diving into a critical issue that's threatening one of Earth's most magnificent creatures, the rhino. Have you ever wondered what it takes to save a species from extinction? Well, that's exactly what we're facing with these prehistoric-looking giants. They're in a fight for survival, and we're going to explore why. So, buckle up as we embark on a journey into the world of rhino wars, the fight against poaching. Let's start by getting to know our protagonists, the rhinos. Did you know there are 5 species of rhinos in the world? We have the white rhino, black rhino, Indian rhino, Javan rhino, and Sumatran rhino. Today, we'll focus on the African rhinos, the white and black rhinos. Now here's a fun fact. White rhinos aren't actually white. They're gray, just like their black rhino cousins. The name white comes from a misinterpretation of the Afrikaans word wid, meaning wide, which describes their square lips. Black rhinos, on the other hand, have a hooked lip perfect for browsing on leaves and twigs. These differences in their mouths reflect their dietary preferences and habitats. But why are rhinos in trouble? The answer lies in their horns. Rhino horns have been prized for centuries in traditional medicine, particularly in some Asian countries. There's also a market for rhino horn as a status symbol and for decorative purposes. The demand for rhino horn has led to a poaching crisis. In South Africa alone, over 1,000 rhinos were killed by poachers in 2014. That's nearly 3 rhinos every day. This level of poaching is pushing rhinos to the brink of extinction. It's heartbreaking to think that these incredible creatures are being hunted not for their beauty or majesty, but for something so tragically misguided. So, how are we fighting back against poaching? One of the main strategies is improving anti-poaching efforts on the ground. Rangers are the frontline defenders of rhinos. They patrol vast areas of land, often in dangerous conditions, to protect these animals. Many rangers now receive specialized training in tracking, anti-poaching tactics, and even wildlife forensics. But it's not just about manpower. Technology plays a crucial role too. Drones are being used to monitor large areas quickly and efficiently. Some reserves are even using thermal imaging cameras to detect poachers at night. Imagine that! High-tech gadgets helping to protect these gentle giants. DNA analysis of rhino horn is another innovative method. It helps track the origin of seized horns and bust smuggling networks. This kind of science is essential in the fight against poaching. It's not just about catching the poachers in the act. It's about dismantling the entire operation, making it harder for them to continue their illicit activities. Another important aspect of rhino conservation is dehorning. Now, I know this might sound controversial, but hear me out. This method involves safely removing a rhino's horn to make it less attractive to poachers. The horn grows back, much like our fingernails, and the process doesn't harm the rhino if done correctly. While it's not a perfect solution, it has shown some success in deterring poachers. It's a temporary fix in a much larger battle, but every little bit helps. Community involvement is another crucial component in the fight against poaching. Many conservation organizations are working with local communities living near rhino habitats. They're creating jobs in ecotourism, providing education about conservation, and ensuring that protecting rhinos brings tangible benefits to people's lives. For example, in Namibia, community conservancies have helped the black rhino population recover significantly. When local people see the value in protecting these animals, they become allies rather than adversaries in the fight against poaching. Now, let's talk about some success stories, because there's hope in this fight. In 2019, for the first time in 5 years, the number of rhinos poached in South Africa decreased. The southern white rhino, once thought to be extinct, now numbers over 20,000 thanks to intensive conservation efforts. In India, the greater one-horned rhino has made a comeback from fewer than 100 individuals to over 3,700 today. These successes show that with dedicated effort and the right strategies, we can turn the tide for rhinos. It's proof that our actions can lead to positive change, and it's a reminder that we must keep pushing forward. But the fight is far from over. Poaching networks are sophisticated and well-funded. They're constantly adapting their tactics, which means conservationists need to stay one step ahead. This is where you come in. Your awareness and support can make a real difference in this rhino war. Share this video to spread the word about the plight of rhinos. Consider supporting reputable rhino conservation organizations. And if you ever travel to rhino habitats, choose ethical wildlife tourism options that benefit local communities and conservation efforts. Remember, every action counts in the fight to save these incredible animals. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of rhino conservation. Until next time, keep wild, stay curious, and let's work together to ensure a future where rhinos roam free. We can be the change makers in this story, and together, we can help write a brighter future for these magnificent creatures.